Oh my God. Hello and welcome everybody. This is Gary with Killer Off-Road Hobbies, and we're here with another first look video. Now this is going to be a first look of the 1/10 scale two-wheel drive Hpi Jumpshot Fuzion MT monster truck. You can get this pretty much anywhere, ready to run, and it does come 100% ready to run for about $250, which is what I paid for it. I used a coupon and everything, and after taxes and all that stuff, it actually was $250. So that did save me about $30, which was nice. So we'll go over the boring stuff first, and then we'll come back to this little monster truck. So in the box, like I said, you will get it 100% ready to run. You get HPI's standard transmitter. We've seen this a lot on my channel. It's got nothing new. It does come with the plasma 4 AA's necessary to get you started. It does have the tool in here also in the bottom. You pull this tool out, and that's how you adjust your endpoints and everything, which is nice and handy to have out on the trail in case you've got to make some adjustments. It does have your standard reverse switches for up to your 3rd channel as well, and then it does have your steering trim, throttle trim, and steering dual rate with the 3rd channel button right here in case you want to put on, say, you know, LED lights or whatever. So, you know, it is a good transmitter, and like I said in my last video of it, it is growing on me. I didn't like it at first, but I do like it. I'm starting to like it more and more every time I get it. But it does have this nice fold-up antenna if you're going to be doing like stuff long way from yourself, and from my experience, it does have really good range. It is a very good transmitter for a ready-to-run kit. Now also, you get this plasma 2000 milliamp nickel metal hydride pack to get you started with this truck. Like I said, it is 100% ready to run, and it comes with this guy. It's a 6-cell, yes. So it's a 6-cell nickel metal hydride pack. We'll have to see how it runs with that. But this truck is 2S capable, so you can run up to a 2S LiPo. That's all it's rated for, but we'll get into that in a second. You do get your charger to charge up your nickel metal hydride pack. It is just a trickle charger. You plug it into the wall and walk away, but it does have a cool feature where it comes with several different plugs. I live in the US, so I got the US plug on there, but it does come with several different plugs, your pin and everything to get you started wherever you live, I guess. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature that HPI provided, and I appreciate it, especially for the price of the truck and everything. And then you get your little bag of tools, nothing really. You get 2 Allen keys, you get a small T-wrench, you get extra body clips, and 2 little plastic pieces that I'm not sure what they're for. I will look it up and let you guys know. But that comes with it, as well as your owner's manual, a little sticker sheet here, and I did look through all of this stuff. The owner's manual is very well done, and it just basically tells you about everything. It tells you everything about the transmitter, tells you about the batteries and how to charge them, and you know, be careful with LiPos and all that stuff. So getting to the truck, I am not used to a 1/10 scale size, so this is kind of small and new to me. I haven't had a 10 scale 2-wheel drive monster truck for a long time, and I figured it was time to get something new on the channel. And whoever you are, I can't remember, and there's so many comments ago that you suggested that I look into this truck, but here it is. Let me know in the comments, whoever you were, I can't remember, but yeah, you kind of turned my eye to this thing, and having just got the Savage Flux or the Savage XL Flux, and reviewing that, and it was a decent truck. I have been looking at the Jumpshot since it came out. Two-wheel drive monster trucks aren't really my thing, but you know, it's still fun. Two-wheel drive buggies, two-wheel drive monster trucks, two-wheel drive you know, short course trucks. It's all fun. It's RC. It's going to be fun. So let's pull the cap off of this thing. The cap feels nice. I do generally like the look of it. I love HPI's colors. The black, gray, and orange I think looks awesome. Yeah, this should do pretty good. It feels about the same as the Savage body, except it's a little bit lighter. You know, it's not quite as big of a and heavy of a truck, so it should do fine. So we'll have to see on the body. Now getting to the truck, this is kind of reminiscent of the Flex XS with the twin vertical plate chassis. Nice, small, and compact. It does sit pretty high for a two-wheel drive. The chassis is nice and tall. It looks to be about 2.5 millimeters thick. Like I said, it is two-wheel drive. You do have plastic bodied shocks, but they are threaded, so you can adjust your ride height. I don't see any adjustability save for the you have 2 spots you can do on the front and rear A-arms, but on the shock towers there is 3 spots in the front and 2 in the rear. Now I do like the fact that the shock towers sit down nice and low. The body doesn't sit up way high above it. In the front it's a little bit higher, but not so much in the rear. It's got a nice big receiver box here. This is not waterproof, so I wouldn't run this thing through a whole lot of water. You can probably splash a little bit, but that's as far as I would go. The tires feel good. The compound feels pretty sticky. It does feel like they will last a while, but the tires might be too hard, or the foams inside the tires might be too hard for the weight of this truck. This truck is extremely light. Other than that, I think the wheels look pretty cool. The tire tread seems to be a all-terrain design. We'll just have to see how they do. I'm not over enthusiastic about it because HPI tends to fail miserably at tires. So back here you've got your all-in-one brushless 2700 kV motor with it's the motor and ESC put together. As you can see, there's no other ESC on here. That's why it's the Fuzion. Basically they just fuse the motor and ESC together. You do have a slipper clutch here with a nice see-through plate on it. It is plastic, but it looks to be pretty decent. Hopefully it holds up. I'm sure it will. Your off-on switch, I kind of don't like this, but it's buried down in here. Me having bigger fingers, it's kind of hard to get down in there. But you know, it's nice and protected, and I don't think it's going to get switched on and off. But the wires that power the motor do run over it, so we'll have to see about that. Your servo is stuck in the front here, and it does have a good turning radius. I did plug the battery in and made sure it went forward and backwards and the tires turned before I did this video. But this will bring me to my first dislike about this truck already. I do not like how they set up the battery tray. It's not horrible to have the battery tray on the bottom like this, but how they stuck this, as you can see, I already put a zip tie on it, but how they stuck this clip down in there and made it really hard to get to, I really don't like that. And how they have the Tamiya plug coming out in the middle of the battery tray. Now the battery tray is very generous. It's very big, very generous, but I really don't like how they have the plug coming out in the center here. I even tried, there is a small hole back in the back of it, and I even tried fishing the Tamiya plug back through and then down through that back hole, but that back hole is not big enough to let that plug go through. So it's kind of like that, or I guess you could try and Dremel out the bottom, but also that's as far as the battery tray opens. You can't open it past that because it hits the rear right there. So that's a negative for me already. I really dislike the battery tray, and as you can see, it is quite the ordeal to try, especially for me having bigger fingers, trying to get this stupid body clip, there we go, back in there. The weight of the truck, as I said, is very light. The suspension feels good, set up out of the box, maybe a little springy in the front, but we'll put the pack in there and see how it does. But I'm pretty excited about this little truck. Like I said, I haven't had one of these in a long time. I did have a two-wheel drive Arma Granite, the original version, and I did like that truck. It was pretty cool until I put a brushless motor in it, and then it just broke and broke and broke. But this thing should work out well. I haven't really heard much about the Jumpshot, whether it's good or bad or anything. It's just not something that people talk a lot about. As far as adjustability, your toe in and out in the front is adjustable, and your camber is adjustable as well, but not with your camber links. They just have different positions that you can mount your camber links to, and it's the same in the rear. So you have tiny bit of adjustability on your camber in the rear, in the front, and your toe in and out in the front is adjustable as well. But for a $250 monster truck, two-wheel drive, hopefully this thing holds up, and it's, you know, hopefully it's fun, it's worth the money, and we'll just have to see. But thank you for suggesting this to me again, whoever you were. I can't remember who said that I should have a video about this, but I was looking to get something cheap, something you know, that there's not a whole lot out there about yet, and the Jumpshot Fuzion just kind of worked out. Well guys, I hope that's everything you wanted to see in the first look video. Go ahead and thumb up, thumb down, subscribe if you want to. Check out the donation. We are doing a raffle on the DB XLE low C 1/5 scale buggy. So if you want to get entered into that, the donation link is in the description below, as well as if you want to pick up a Killer Off-Road Hobby t-shirt and help out the channel a little bit, that link will be down there as well. Alright guys, this is Gary saying get out there, get an RC, go have fun, and we'll see you right here on the next video. Peace!